Sue, how are you?
How you doing?
Doing good.
Where'd you?
Either way, it is fun.
Is Joan right here?
Jess right here, yes, me. Oh, yeah, she's right here. It is. I just have a lot of issues with the Polycom here. But it's here, this setup here doesn't always work. How's everything?
Yeah.
I never had you sign this. Can you sign it? I'm so sorry. We over to the Seminole building and it is like.
I bet you're scattered still, aren't you?
We are, yeah, we are. But you know what? It's gonna get better.
You gotta be getting
Town hall.
towards the end.
Almost. Once everything is set in stone, we're good to go.
It was borked the other day. That's working now.
Hmm?
The TV was borked the other day. I'm surprised it's working.
Well, that's what I'm like figuring out. Why.
I think I can do this sign.
Oh, yes.
There.
You're welcome. I got the sound, but they're here. So
Sorry, I feel like I was such a drag when I was trying to do this. It's not you.
no, it's not you. It's not you. Mm-mm. So we got it. We're hoping to get it fixed, but now I'm having issues with actually showing. It's recording. I have 2 minutes and 40 seconds. I'm not sure. I wouldn't share mine, but that's what happened. My computer acted up when I tried to share our agenda, so they just want to see this. Hey, Nikki, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, okay. Whew. All right, thank God. Okay.
Hi, Nikki.
How's it going?
How's the kitten?
Oh, the kitten is now relocated. She's
Yeah,
doing,
that's
it's a she, by the way.
okay.
She's doing fantastic. She's with another kitten, and I get daily photos. So I'm happy to hear that she's doing well.
I require daily photos. I
I
feel
asked for at
invested.
least for the next week.
I feel invested in this kitten's livelihood.
Here, I'll send you a photo of what I got.
Okay.
Hey, I know you signed this already. I know Anthony did too. Can you just please one more time sign it? We're moving to another building and some of my papers are in another box, so that's.
Success is in another castle.
So yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You guys Sue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, nice to see you again. Nice to see you. I'm a giant fan of pretzels.
Hey, what's up, my man? How are you?
Hey, how are you?
Hey, guys.
You thought you were rid of us, didn't you?
Never be rid of you. You're coming to my house in 2 weeks.
That's true. You have to have a certain badge to get in that door over there.
You talking about the gym? You talking about the gym?
No, that's like to get into.
Oh.
The door is open, you have to open the left door, not the right, which is counterclockwise to what all of us try to do.
Oh.
Cause I just walked on it. So where am I supposed to sign the 14th?
Thank you.
So where am I supposed to sign this? I'm not the president nor the.
No, you don't have to worry about that. Just sign, whatever you sign. Oh, wait, hold on.
There's no actual space for me to sign
Look, there's a big empty space.
Just put,
it. There is, but this,
just put, yeah, just above this line here. Just put it right here. And let the president and all that sign at the bottom. Just do it that way.
because again,
Yeah, yeah.
for the second year in a row,
Yes, ma'am. You like how that works, right?
I've only been on this committee 6 years, I'm pretty sure.
I know. Yes, ma'am. We've been through a lot. Yeah. We've been through a lot. Thank you. Happy holidays. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Thanks, ma'am. Yeah, if you do me one more favor, my friend, I know you did this. I am so sorry. Can you sign it one more time? Oh, wait, you did? Did you send it to me?
I'll do it, yeah, just in case, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, please, thank you.
I
Thank you.
can't download these things on my phone.
With the agility equipment.
We're gonna be talking about it today, my man. Finally, bro. I mean, it's,
I've been trying to do that.
well, look at the,
How are you?
so the prices has went up.
So,
The longest wait, man, it's
Nice to meet you,
been.
John.
It's
It's a nice draw. Oh, no, yeah, you're always on virtual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're,
for as good as it is.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
That'd
This
be
is
fun.
Anthony.
Sure.
hello?
Hey.
Hey, Anthony, can
you
you hear us?
Hey, I can actually hear you very well. How are you guys listening to me? Am I sounding okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, perfect. Cool. Thank you. As I mentioned in my email, I'm only able to stay till 6:30. I've got back-to-back obligations this evening, so just wanted to give you a heads up.
No problem, my friend, no problem.
Can you
Anthony,
make him louder?
Yeah.
Oh, it's quieter.
let me see, I think this is the highest I can go. I went on my computer and got higher too. Anthony, can you talk, say a few things?
I would love to say a few things. I am happy to be
I
alive.
guess that's how loud the TV's gonna go. So, Anthony, I guess if you gotta leave at 6, just give you a heads up.
6:30. I have an
Oh,
hour.
6:30.
Right.
Can we discuss talking about our next meeting? So the 11th, I will not be here.
Is that Veterans Day?
What are the, I know that I won't be here for the meeting. So I was thinking I can have Heritage Hall on the 5th, 5:30 to 7.
I do the fifth. That's a Wednesday.
You good? Anthony, would you be able to do the 5th?
Yes, the 5th is perfect.
No,
And
you-
at Heritage?
Good. Heritage, yeah. I know. I saw, I was like, yeah.
I'm gonna have to my house.
I know, right? You just walk
I'm,
through.
I'm okay with that one.
Okay, all right. Here, so we.
Because it was taking me.
Oh,
So, John, we can start. We don't have, Jared, I don't know if anyone heard if he's coming or not, but we'll just, Jared.
Yeah, I can remember. What's the name? It's virtual, yeah, that's one.
Okay, no worries. We got. All right, well, good. We can start whenever you're ready.
All right, let's call to order.
September fifth,
5:30
please.
to 7:30?
Yes, please. Let's say it at the same time.
Sorry, I was writing it down and over in the middle.
Any owner member comments?
No?
So we're here as residents today, right?
You're here at residence, but if they have any questions for you, because we're still discussing,
Yeah,
and after tonight, then that's it.
so no, yeah, obviously you guys knew we were here. Was that our last meeting?
That was the last meeting. I know it doesn't.
Lose track. But yeah, we thought we talked through everything. Danny let us know there might still be some questions, so we figured we'd pop in today. But yeah, nothing proactive. I think we're just here to maybe answer any questions that anybody has.
So the only thing I worry, because I remember after the last one, it was, we had a vote to do the 90-day trial, right? And then, I think we talked about just doing like a gut check survey from the other park patrons at the end of that 90 days. The only thing I've heard since is that there was like an increase with the liability insurance or something like that.
Yeah, so one,
But your
Why
90
don't
days
we-
hasn't started yet.
yeah,
right?
we haven't started nothing yet.
Okay.
So why don't we let them say what they need to say, and then we can discuss all that on the actual discussion item. I have it under 3, but we can, since Jared's not here, we can, if you like, we can put up to 2.
So first off, we called the order, do we verify attendance and quorum yet?
No, we did we just were on comments, yeah. So go ahead and call the meeting to order. I'm here, Sue's here. Who's online, so I can-
Who's here?
Anthony's online, so it's 5, so we're at a quorum.
Yep, I'm here.
That's verified. All right, everyone okay with adopting the agenda, or anyone with a question to adopt the agenda from last meeting?
The agenda, we were gonna move, things up. Right? Is that what we just talked about?
We just, yeah, just the code of conduct, that Jared was here to discuss the code of.
Okay.
So we can, since he's not here, we,
Okay, so let's move code of conduct down.
Okay.
To whatever, actually already done 7. For the dog park meeting, so we officially make that official at the end. So I will motion to move 2 to the S7 and leave everything else as it is.
Perfect. Okay.
Second, anybody?
Second, all in favor? All right,
Anthony's in favor.
all right.
Thank you, Anthony.
All right, approval of the meeting minutes, for the meeting on September 8th. And September 6th, we need to approve vote.
yes, please.
So I will motion to approve of them,
Second,
the 8th and the 16th.
all in favor? All
Anthony's in
right, so now we
favor.
give. All right,
Thank
perfect.
you.
All right, which is carried. All right, so now we move code of conduct to the end, so now we move into Paul Academy discussion.
Yes, okay. So wait, now, did you two guys have anything else you want to say as owner comments before we go into the,
No,
I didn't want to cut you off, but
no,
make sure.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page. And I'll be honest, and I know I talked to you, Danny, I was a little confused as to why. So we're not here to really say anything except to address whatever we need to address to get the ball rolling. I think the 3-month trial period that we talked about is the perfect way to make sure that this works the way we all think it can work. So the sooner we can get that started, the more we can do to make everyone comfortable getting that started. That's it, man. That's what we're here.
All right, so I guess the question I have, so why was why didn't the trial start?
So, as you know, at the last meeting, once everyone retreated, we were in the middle of the meeting, there were some concerns.
Yeah.
So when we brought this to legal, and you guys don't know this yet because we haven't, but again, this has to be approved by the board. So the email I sent you guys, I'm gonna read it out loud because we're in the camera, but per email, legal has responded and has flagged the usage of the dog park to increase liability and recommendation to the board to require the vendor to increase the liability insurance coverage to 2 million their own expense. Now, this would have to go to the board. Pretty much the liability would have to go up because, again, this is, like I told you in the email, that This is the first time anyone ever tried to use the dog park. We all know we use the dog park. We all know there's always some kind of issues. Dogs are dogs, no matter how well they're trained. You know, dogs can, there could be some issues. Legal soldiers. Yes, so that's what, the whole thing is a liability. The issue is I want to make sure the committee is committed to allowing you guys to use this because you guys know that we will get the calls about any kind of issues, and I don't want it to fall on you guys. So legal sees this as a high liability. That's why they want to increase the coverage to 2 million. But again, the board has to approve it. So even though legal
This is
stated,
our recommendation to the board
yes.
Yeah, I know.
and
So if we agree on this and we bring it to the board, it has to happen tonight because this is, you know, either we say yes or no. Continue with our vote. We'll go to the board. But we're recommending liability to go up to 2 million. Just to cover everybody, and that means everybody. So that's what that was for. Now, the issues that was brought up in the meeting, I wanted to discuss. If we still have these issues, we have to bring it out, because once it leaves here tonight, it's going to pass and it's going to go to the board, and the board agrees that a 3-month trial period, with, if they agree to it, the $2 million.
Yeah, makes sense.
So that's what the discussion is. So if there's any questions that might arrive when you guys left, then this is the time to do it. So please, to the floor.
I personally don't have any concerns. As a resident, I use Paw Academy. They've always taken great care of my pets. So I don't have any concerns in that regard. If there are concerns, they should probably be aired.
Anybody online?
Anthony, anything?
No, I also didn't have any concerns. I'm sorry, I didn't hear at the roll call. Who is at this meeting? Were there a couple that weren't present?
So we have, yeah, Rod's not here. So, we got Jean, we got, Katie, we got Sue, we got Jill, we got myself.
Okay, thank you.
Huh?
And then Paw Academy, we have
Yes.
Danny and.
But they're as residents right now. So
Got it.
they're
Okay.
as residents. Yeah.
Yep, thank you. All right, I personally don't have any concerns myself. So I'm happy to listen and offer input where needed, but I don't have anything right now.
So there are some issues that was brought up of what would happen if dogs attack. There were some issues of what would happen if you had a small dog and also a large dog. There was also issues that was kind of brought up of,
Issues or questions?
well, there was concerns about what would happen. The 3-month trial period. If you guys are in the park, are you okay with the $2 million increase if that is brought?
Yeah, I mean, I'll
Agree.
have to see how that impacts
Okay.
our business, and we may have to adjust our pricing for this program potentially. But I am absolutely willing to look into it, and I get the reason, so. Yeah, and I think to your point, some of those questions were exactly the things that we talked about as last time. We do have protocols in place, should something happen, we will never have more than 2 dogs per employee, capping it at 6 total, which means we would have 3 employees, 1 employee in each park at all times. So I'm hopeful that we kind of talked through a lot of those things already. If not, if we weren't clear, absolutely, let's talk about it. I mean, from our perspective, we almost want to go overboard to make sure that it's safe. That's the way we operate every day with what we do anyways. So it's something we're very used to.
And ideally too, like the size difference, we're discussing doing small dog and large dog sessions to where we can have both attendants inside, just to have even more help. Even though it'd only be 4 max if 2 of us were on board that day. It'd be more ideal if we're both on the same side too, just the way it is, just to be extra safe.
I don't personally have any questions, if anybody else does.
Do you have any questions? You were on TV last time.
At any time to discuss this. as a committee.
So, yeah, so this is what that's why I wanted you guys as residents come in. So I think the certain issues we need to discuss before they want to bring up a approval. So if there's no questions, I would like to ask if I can have you guys step out so we can discuss this. And I can give you guys an update on this tomorrow. So that's only fear I had when I mentioned that we're just going to discuss it and we had you guys come in. I was hoping that as residents, we'd be good. But I want to make sure that we do this right, like I said in our email. Because once you guys are there, I want them to know you're supposed to be there. You know how this happens where certain people, they may not like certain things and they blame you guys and the management, and they blame the board and then the committee. Want to make sure that we're on the same page. There's no issues. We have to hinder what you guys are trying to do. So we're going to discuss this. I'm asking if you guys can just step out and I will contact you guys tomorrow. But look into the $2 million.
Yeah. Oh, I'm happy to do that.
Again, we're just recommending it according to what, but the board can change it. So it may not be.
Just so we know what to expect, because, we were here a month ago and thought that we had a quorum and an approval to proceed. Now we're back here a month later. Hearing the committee didn't have time to discuss, but there's been a month since the last time we met. I'm just confused, and just so I can have an expectation of timing. We have a lot going on. The bus is in high demand, as you can imagine if you've seen it. So I just want to make sure we're balancing everything and we're going to be prepared if that's agreed upon. So you'll contact me tomorrow.
We can meet too. We can meet if you like.
We made the effort to come here to address any issues, so.
So I'm gonna give you guys the moment to ask any more questions, and then after that, there will be no more questions. We're just gonna discuss concerns of the product. So any questions?
I personally don't have any questions. I also don't have any concerns, and so, I don't,
That's why I'm just a little confused. I'm not trying to stir the pot here. I'm just being honest. I'm confused. So
Yeah.
I hope we've given you enough we're committed to this. We think the community will love it. We've been having clients ask us to do this for years, so we hope to do it the right way and we hope to work with you to do it the right way. So we're happy to step out. I don't want to do that whole meeting. I know you guys have a lot.
I'll contact you.
Yeah, just contact me, Danny, and I'm excited about this, by the way. I hope.
I know, I know, we're working on it,
we
yeah.
talked about this for how many years?
Well,
I did a proposal when I was on this committee 3 years ago. So please.
Yeah.
But no, thank you guys, Danny. Thank you.
No, you're welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Dan.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
I'll give you guys.
Okay, email,
You guys prefer email or call? I can do both.
Either one.
calls quicker, so.
Okay, I'll call the number that's on that email. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, have a good night. Bye, Bonnie. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So
Feel like should come off.
Let me let's just say one thing. It has to be professional. We're not doing personal stuff. So if you guys know some issues, if it's personal, we can't. It has to be this, X, Y, and Z, stuff like that. Now, guys, let you know, they were contacted, asking, what's that? So I did not want to discuss about the legal stuff until I knew you guys were okay with it. Brought up, as residents, they are more than welcome to show up at these meetings. So this,
So they're recorded, so.
yeah, they're recording, they could also see it too. So, all right, guys, I will open the floor for you guys to discuss it, but we have to discuss this tonight. We have to make a decision because they have to know yes or no. But this, the $2 million increase would have to go to the board and they had to, and that it's out of hand. So,
That unilateral is what I can tell you what, first thing I would do as a resident. We all know that what's the lady that does the dog training? Or does she have a $2 million policy? That'll be the first question I ask.
I do not,
She's not making too many.
Did the board require her to have a $2 million?
She doesn't work.
She rents it,
she
I
works,
don't know.
she works in the dog.
she does.
She does training in the dog.
I mean,
park.
So what's about liability issues that's, I could give a shit either way, but I'm saying if you're gonna do one thing for someone, you have to come.
Does
So
she
keep-
train in the dog park without the owner?
Hey, this is Anthony.
Hey,
I
Anthony.
may be mistaken, but I've worked private lessons with Melania, and from my understanding and experience, she doesn't actually do the training in the dog park. She occasionally will come in there to kind of introduce herself and try to, I think, drum up business. But the training that I've seen with her, if it's not private lessons, it's going to be out in public spaces like near the lakeside park. But it's not actually done inside the dog park. She only goes in there to talk to people and drum up the sales.
Partner program.
She's a partner program,
Part of the program.
but she uses the North Village Pavilion. So that's the place. So here's the thing, guys. What I'm trying to explain to John and Scott is that this is the first time we've ever had a person or a company try and use the dog park. We all know that if you go in, my employees and myself go in without a dog, you know, those dogs will either come up to you and lick you or try and bite you. You know, and we know how we've had issues with dog bites and, you know, incident reports and all that stuff. So that's why legal is like, ooh, we're doing this, okay, then that's why we gotta go up. If they were somewhere else that's not in the dog park, different. So Melania she's officially a partner program that utilizes the North Pavilion. Now, if she uses another spot, she'll let us know. Now, her going in there and talking, again, it's different, but yeah.
Like I was on out with that, it's not that, I mean, I really don't, I'm more like, let them, you know, roll the dice and see what happens. I thought we agreed to do a 90-day and then see what.
And their agreement was to come at like non-peak times, non-usage times, so they should really be the only ones-ish in there. For the most,
That makes me.
you can't guarantee that. No, their plan for time-wise was like Monday and Wednesday, or not Monday, but like Tuesday and Thursday during like the slowest, hottest parts of the day.
The only person that can heard is all been hearsay. So like, I don't like weigh in on that either way.
I mean, at this point, it's not even worth it. Like, it's not worth bringing up.
But is
They
it,
lied to my face, is the point.
Okay.
Like I know from someone who worked for Law Academy that like there has been no vaccine records for some of us previously, that the bus was not sanitized in its first outings. I don't know if it's been sanitized in the community since. And there was something, but like I know for a fact that these things happen. I also know that they've been skimming tips from their employees, which is a different thing, but also brings up the accountability issue of like, how do we know what they're reporting to us is how many dogs they're bringing is correct.
we can see that easily on camera. I mean, we can do spot checks and look on the.
Yeah, and the other thing I wanted to talk about is like, we had talked about putting parameters into the contract of like,
Mhm.
you know, making sure that we're enforcing the 2 dogs to 1 person rule, making sure that, you know, if there's an incident, there's still someone in with the dogs, like, and just kind of like putting together the list of like
The actual.
the scaffolding, so that it's not, you know, if something happens, it doesn't become an issue of like, oh, that wasn't in our contract. And so we're not taking liability.
Okay, so let's take this time and start adding what you want in that contract.
Correct, that's.
So, okay, so let's take that, okay.
In addition to I would say just the normal dog park. Park program. I think it's gonna cover a lot of these check marks. I would say we need to add, all incidents that get reported. You know, see the celebration request. I would say I don't know how we do vaccine records, because all dogs have to be registered with Celebration anyway. So like, vaccine should be a check.
It's,
The
if they
bus.
have other dogs on the bus the day before that don't have vaccines, that maybe aren't exhibiting illness, but are still carrying viruses, even if you're dog is vaccinated against kennel cough, it can get it.
So,
I mean, I could say we could.
I mean, so we could do periodic audits, but that would fall on us to do that. 'Cause
I was so it's like, how would we even check that? Like, I would just say,
I mean, you can't really check it, it's just a.
you know, to be the same, I could say the same like anyone that brings up to the park, like, oh, the dog's in the car. I'm probing like, I mean, it's back there, cleaning sheet logs, like, you go to a bathroom at Disney, or that, like, this was checked on, whatever. I mean, I wouldn't mind, I wouldn't be opposed to throwing that in there. So if, you know, plus sanitation is there, I mean, I don't know, or just be like, could we spot check, you know, or put, the celebration has the ability to spot check, Bark Bus for sanitation issues? Outside the dog park?
Well, we do, as part of programs, we do come in and just like unannounced, just show up and just watch. That happens to all the party programs.
But so it's all right, so to address that, put spot check on the bus, you know, this, you know, do spot checks on the, I'll put the employee per dog per park size checks, you know,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. basically.
And it's obviously spot checks on whether or not the dogs they say they're bringing, or the dogs are actually bringing. Like, I mean, if they're tapping in, I don't
I
know.
think we already had that in the last week that we were gonna. Keep a record of,
Yeah.
like, all of them, and they'll have to be verified with the celebration prior to.
That's not there.
Yeah. That's what I mean, to me, where I would have a big issue is like anyone else that I wouldn't tell, like, 'cause I know we're gonna see new dogs, because there's a lot of people that live here, or they live here, they just like too old to, you know, or type thing, or just whatever's going on, but, you know, like, if I found out like, hey, there's the dogs from outside of celebration coming in, like. I love about this park and these communities, when I go to Louisiana, visit my mom, it's like also open to the public, and it's like, you never know, and so. All right, so.
So with all of this additional spot checking and all,
Mhm.
is that going to throw extra cost and onto Parks and Rec and, or yes, and onto, the front desk that's gonna have to check vaccine records? I mean, like,
It should already be checked, so.
the
It's
vaccine
like-
records should be checked, but if we're checking to make sure that that dog is actually updated before they actually go, is that gonna throw additional, because
I don't
like,
think so, so like, if I'm there, I could be like, hey, what's this dog's name, what's this dog's Corona ID? You know, and then like, you could probably be like, hey, is this dog, you know?
I'm just asking, like, is it gonna throw extra work on the youth? And is there a cost associated with that we need to consider? Not,
To me, it's one of those like, to me, it depends, like, if it's something you want to do like often, then yes, but if it's like, you do a spot check, and then, to me, it's like one of those things, like, when I check my employees. You know, that first time I find something, it's like, you're fine, you know, because then it's like, now I know, well, sorry, I'm part of fridge, but. You know, I'll check in every now and then on like my supervisors and managers, and everything's fine, we pretty much kind of like this, but the first time I find like an issue, I'm like, okay, now I really wanna like. Check it all this time, and so I think it's where we start that high level check, and if we had a high level check and they're like, oh, this one or something where someone didn't update it or this, okay. But after that second time, I'd be like, hey, look, we gotta scan every day. Like,
and
that's what
again,
I'd be like,
it's 3 months, so we evaluate it in 3 months. And make sure that there have been no incidents and that they are following the rules and that the bus is clean, as they say. I mean, that's why we have the 3 month trial,
months, yeah.
is to make sure that all of the
Yes.
concerns
Yeah.
are
It's a
being,
test for all of us.
yeah,
I thought we'd also, if I remember correctly, that's my little note here, but I want to say we were gonna do a survey with the residents at the end of this,
Yeah.
At the end of the- Yes.
you know.
we were gonna do a follow-up to make sure
You
that it
know,
wasn't.
how's this going?
Mhm.
The tips thing, I don't know, honestly, like, all this.
It's not really like something that's our purview though. Yes,
It
it
just
speaks
speaks
to,
to us to a friendly.
Yeah.
it does, but it's also not like we don't know about it. As a committee, we know about it because the relationship with.
But it's why I bring up the ability to spot check on like, okay, like if they're reporting that they brought 30 dogs in a week. You know, let's just make sure that they're actually bringing
We can definitely, that can definitely be checked.
Well, we do a roster. They have to give us, as a partner program, there's certain rules they have to abide by. So,
Here's
yeah,
a list of the rules that that we have to make partner programs.
I need you guys.
I'm just curious. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have
I
any
need to-
idea.
But there's rules, when you become a partner program, there's rules you have to abide by, and if you do not go by the rules, then we have the right to cancel the program.
You know, I think no-goes are gonna be like, if there's ever an incident that wasn't reported, 'cause I would expect them to like over-report, so even if it's like a verbal. With some head owner, like, hey, you know, they should probably be like, hey, look, this happened. You know, I don't think they can. You know, my honest opinion is, you know, the managing people per large and small park, I mean, I'm sure for the next 90 days, it's gonna be flawless, it's 6 months from now, a year from now, like, that's when like, you know. Someone calls in, someone gets lazy, you know, and that's what I'm like, as long as we just gotta stay on top of that.
And again, we should be able to see that on cameras as well.
Yeah, I mean, we should, I don't, if they come at the times they say they are, I really don't think it'll be an issue, because I come and I run into Danny in the morning, every night.
Mhm.
She's like, being too other dogs, and it's like, but like from 10 a.m. to like 2, it's just kind of like a random, every now and then you get someone like a long lunch break, it's like, hey, you know, it's
Right.
like, screw it, let's, you know, get a car, let's go for a minute, but it's usually pretty dead, it's mostly the evenings that are busy, and apparently like 7 a.m. we talk about everything there. But I mean, if they're coming at like 1 in the afternoon, I really don't think they're gonna run into anyone. And if they do, it's probably gonna be what's the guy with the 2 German short hair pointer guys.
Oh, yeah.
But where I do see it maybe is because, every now and then in those weird times is usually when I've seen people that just got a dog and they're trying to like introduce them to the park, and so they're trying to get used to the smells and this and, you know, and that's usually when, you know, dogs are more defensive. I think it's up to them.
But that could happen at any
Yeah.
time, anything,
Yeah.
you know.
But I mean, it was, to me, it's like, let's see how they manage it, you know, type thing. If there is an issue, you know, I almost want to just wait and observe and see what they do, what they report, you know, I would expect, this is my team, that they reported it, and we probably called it immediately and said, look, let's just take them all elsewhere, let's go, okay.
Again, that's what the trial period is for.
Yeah, so I mean, but we don't know if we don't give them the trial, is kind of the thing. But I'm totally for adding spot checks to the bus. Spot checks for dogs just to validate that they are registered. You know.
And I think the increase in liability insurance absolutely makes sense. I mean, as a pet photographer, I have $1 million in liability insurance anyway.
Yeah.
So if they said increase it, I would.
I don't think it's that much. Okay.
It's not gonna be
Yeah.
it shouldn't be a huge amount of difference.
And then again, the board may not even go by that, may not go for it, so it could still be
So-
$1 million.
We still discussing or are we, how do we think?
Just-
Anthony? Do you have anything to add, Anthony?
I don't have anything to add. Thank you.
Okay,
What about residents? How do you think they're gonna go about this? The residents that you deal with every day when you go to the dog park?
Everyone I've talked to is pretty much okay with it. I'm excited to see. To me, I think like there's 2 positives that'll come out of this. Is one is we'll start to get more dogs at the park. So I think there's even now, remember what's Ginger mom? And saying like she's losing her daughter to cancer right now. So like someone bringing Jen to the dog park is used to coming is like that's happening right now from a similar person that is not partnered in that, you know, and it's.
so it's under the table.
Yeah, it's all, we all do it. But I think if anything, we don't maybe like help get more people to come would be a huge win. And then getting people's feedback after this is.
I think that's gonna be the key, is to finding out how.
Like, when I talk to people now, everyone's like, yeah, I'm sure afterwards, everyone's gonna be like, you know, what's what they call it, Monday morning quarterback or whatever, you know, it's, I got this and that. We'll see, but I mean, to me, it's, I'm kind of like, this is my staff, I'm like, let's hire them, put them in, let's see how they do, you're gonna sink or swim. So, I'm sure if anything I know about Celebration is correct, is that there is issue.
Absolutely. So that being said,
Yeah.
since I think we've rehashed this and nobody's really, I will make a motion that we reaffirm our vote from last meeting that says, yes, we would like to recommend the board approve their, the 90-day trial pending now the $2 million liability insurance edition. And these few rules like spot checking and making sure it's clean and spot checking of attendance and stuff like that over the next 3 months. So that's my recommendation.
Second.
Did you
Favor?
tell it?
Yeah, well, it's a $2 million I have to add to that thing, but I want to make sure we're good. So we're good with, they got to abide by the rules of the dog park. Incidents must be reported,
Immediately.
immediately. Keep sanitizing the bus, spot check on the bus, employee, dog size, spot check, and all dogs must be registered with Celebration.
Create the roster of who's.
Yes, well, they-
I think we're, yeah.
Which if we're putting things down,
And you motion, you
I
said.
motion.
So, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anthony's in favor.
Anyone else?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Danny Sandy.
Yeah.
I'm just doing.
All
it.
right. I'm gonna put in my contacts, I'm like,
Yeah, it's just us. We, Anthony's up there and then there's me and then there's everyone else. Okay, so, all righty. So,
So you have a vote for that?
yes,
Is,
dog park agility equipment. So,
yes.
all right, guys, if you guys want to look into where we're back again with agility, Jill knows.
what is our budget? What is our
Current budget.
our total funds again?
Well, so it is, I'm gonna make sure I don't change it. Okay.
Because that makes this whole conversation different.
Well, here's the thing. So it's $17,160.46. Now,
And that's
two-
as of now.
as of now. So, yeah, I'll let you know the update, but the agility equipment there's 3 vendors. I got quotes from all 3. The, sports associates, they're giving me 2 additional quotes that'll be below the 17,000. So I met each of them. In fact, John, you were there when I was talking to one of them. So each day I had a vendor come in and look at the dog park and I had them decide on their expertise, which, equipment would work for us with the budget that we had. You do see that 2 of them are already past the 17,000 budget. There's one that's a little bit cheaper. She's giving us a discount. However, this does not include the permit. More likely might have to have permit, so that's probably gonna go up on that. But like I said, one of the vendors will be giving me 2 additional ones, but I wanted to look over and see that this is what we're looking at here. I know that
And this is for both parks?
this is for both, yes, ma'am,
Okay.
and that includes installation,
Does it include any like footers that need to be poured to?
all that's in there, yes, ma'am. So, when I did the walkthrough, make sure all that was in there, the only thing was the question about the permitting. So that's the only thing we're missing there. I wanted
Hey,
to give you
Danny,
guys
this
a
is
heads up.
Anthony.
Hey, Anthony.
I'm sorry. Was this part of the email or is this just the handout that you guys have there?
So, yeah, Anthony, I'm gonna send you guys over an email. I try to get all the proposals together. I got this
Yeah.
on Monday. So I had to
Okay.
make sure I got everything together to make sure I had to prepare for you guys for today. I will be sending you guys over the actual PDF of the quotes and the pictures. One of the pictures I don't even have, because it didn't print out right. So I'm gonna send that to you in the email.
Can I just suggest, since I don't have, I can't really weigh in much since I don't have anything in front of me. So
Yeah.
if we're doing any kind of vote today, can I just suggest that perhaps, I don't know, we can have a second vote or something when I have a chance. I don't know what's going to be discussed or how far this is going to go along today, but.
But now,
I'd
I
like-
think we're just discussing.
Okay,
and looking
okay,
at-
cool.
Yeah, Anthony, no,
I agree.
the last meeting that we had, I had to knock out our proposal of doing the wash station. And then I
Yeah.
mentioned that I'm gonna bring back the agility equipment discussion. We are just
Okay.
discussing it. If this is something that, if it was, like, I'm missing 2 quotes Two of the quotes from Swartz were gonna be below 17,000. He's just waiting for the freight, pricing. So no voting right now, just a discussion on if this is something that we feel that this might be a good addition to the dog park.
Gotcha. Is there any maintenance that we have to worry about if we go with the agility equipment and what that might look like?
If they did look pretty like
So a lot.
self-cleaning.
Yeah, a lot of this equipment is weatherproof. That's what they were telling me. There was one item that I said we would not want, and that was the it was the tag, no, well, no, they just add that. But the tag, there was a dog tag. I don't know if it's like a rope, the dogs.
Oh, yeah.
That was one of, they were saying that you would have to do maintenance on because we have to replace the rope. I said I did not want to add that. Yeah.
What's the,
Exactly.
do we have an estimated like useful life for the equipment? Like how long is it supposed to last before it has to get replaced?
Oh, it's like playground equipment. I mean, they're pretty, they'll lose paint over the years and start to rust in 10 or 15 years type thing.
Yeah, that would be a good question though.
The
What,
only thing I have with this stuff is in the summer it gets hot. Especially like things like the tunnel or anything they're gonna get on and like they those things indirect. It's like the playground with kids. I mean, they indirect some of those things, you know. But
dude, I grew up going down metal.
yeah, I mean,
Whatever.
the generation of tetanus shots for sure.
Right.
But I guess all, yeah, from my understanding of this stuff, it's they're like metal. It's you know, it's unless we get like yeah,
That's what it looks like.
it's like a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's pictures there. I'm gonna give you guys a PDF. but-
No, it's like the dog we see, it's like, regardless of what it is, where they jump in and out, they're little poles, like they'll scratch it, they'll put little nicks and stuff in the paint, you know, you'll get stuff like that, you get rust.
So
Well,
My
I guess
question-
I've been at dog parks that have had the equipment. Like I know it does look good, but I guess like if it's gonna cost us like somewhere around like our entire budget to make this like outlay, like if it's gonna be 17,000 plus or something, you know, that I don't imagine that money's easy to come by. And I just want to make sure like whatever we're deciding, like we have all the information, and that seems like a useful bit. Like if it's only gonna last us like I think the 10, 15 that you kind of called out, like if that's typical, then that's great. But I guess I just don't know. Like I don't typically look for playground equipment, so I don't know how long it's supposed to last. So I think that's a bit of information that if we can get like some kind of actual data from the vendor or from something that says, hey, it's expected to last like this year in Florida conditions, that would be something I would like to know.
Yeah,
So, feel like it's important to point out that like a lot of dog parks have agility equipment and dogs don't know how to use it too. So
Yeah.
there needs to be training for dogs in order to use it safely and properly.
I was gonna say, 'cause I know Bo will not, I know the one in Louisiana, it's some, but I think it comes down to the owners. I think it's gonna be a good thing. Maybe even just ask the current user, like, hey, would you guys feel like you would benefit from this? Type thing. I know the price on it, I will say, yeah, but I think everyone's like, yeah. And then.
No, not the last one, the one that will, I know when we discussed this, like, talk to the residents.
Now, to answer your point, I do think the prices could get, especially the labor, yeah, it's like, it was like five, yeah, it's insane.
It's crazy.
It's, I mean, you're talking, most of these just concrete thing you bolted in, like 5-6 grand labor, it's gonna be like 2 dudes doing this in like 2 days.
So it's not even.
It's probably gonna be like what they're discussing, it's gonna be like a 3-day before project.
it looks like it's what, 4 pieces of equipment for each side?
But I think, yes, I think it was a little bit, I'd say, I'm for having something, I mean, I know we had initially talked about doing the wash station, that's a health thing. This would be something different, I would, my vote would either be something like this, or let's save our money and try to get some kind of like, aquatic thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't-
But that's enough with the health.
Yeah. I feel like, you know,
But if the dog washing didn't work, the pool is probably not.
So the only issue I have is the more we wait,
The harder it's gonna be.
everything's gonna be hard to get, like. But if this was more, like, what was it, 2 years ago we talked about
2
this?
years ago, we talked about this and we were looking at like $8,000.
Well, a little bit more, we need to do the freight and.
Yeah. But I mean,
But,
even still,
yeah.
our costs were way not like this.
So that's my only concern is if, when we do decide, we probably won't have enough to get anything really.
Legal also take a look at this.
No, this is just a discussion.
Yeah.
No, this is just a discussion. Let's discuss about this.
Well, it's gonna be a technical issue for us.
So maybe a liability, okay.
I think it'd probably just be an update to, or at least the process, I would imagine.
It's probably not any more liable than like the playgrounds.
No, it comes into like a notification here.
Yes.
If you're changing the current status, and so you have to like, there's gonna be a process being like, hey, you know, if you're
Yes.
and if you really want to do it the right way, you block everyone's card and be like, hey, you have to sign this new liability release thing where you can start using, because we did add, you know, a jungle gym, whatever you wanna call it, but I do think the price can go way down for sure. I'm for it.
I just want to point out that like the feedback that we get more than anything else is
Mhm.
shade structures. More seating. Like, if we're gonna spend our entire budget, it should really be on the things that people are already identifying as improvements versus like putting in agility equipment that maybe half of users won't touch.
So.
Yeah.
All right, so what is the feedback? So you're saying shade structure is one.
Yeah, everyone's wanted shade structure, I know.
Especially-
We talked about
Small
water.
story.
Over there.
Yeah,
And it's also too hot on the opposite end, like there's the tree area,
Mhm.
big side, but the
other
opposite
side
end.
So like that little island that's over
Yeah, it's.
the island,
It
okay.
lakes on top over there.
it was good, because I do see at least, the big parts, it's like a big circle, but especially with new people, I think is it's a shyness or whatever, a lot of times they're like, they don't feel like they're in the group yet, so they'll go sit in one of like the weird spots and it's just like, they're like dead sitting in the sun, I'm like, I'm sorry, it's like, hey. But yeah, shade's definitely one, I do think we need more chairs. I've got it on the chairs in a second.
But that should fall under regular maintenance, not
Well,
under.
so-
And we're gonna enhance, I would be okay with this being an enhancement we're gonna add, like, to me, it's like, we're not maintaining what's there.
Well, but our existing chairs and all should be covered under our dog park.
Oh, yeah. I
Like
think so.
budget, that shouldn't come out of our extra
Whatever
stuff.
Florida Gator fan bought the Adirondack chairs is, it's, I'm saying, it looks, hey, I'm from LSU, but it looks like shit. It really does. I got, they're kind of very adulty, I mean, they're bright orange and blue chairs,
Yeah.
it's,
Insane.
so like. The nice part of me is like, hey, can we have maintenance payments? The bad part is like, oh my God, I really hope they don't just go missing here pretty soon. It'd be an expensive investment in the dog park. We're just gonna paint it green like everything else. It's like, or at least put a handicap logo on them like the Gator fans are supposed to have. At least put a bit.
I'm not a sports ball fan anyway, so. All of that is-
But it's, to me, it's like, look, I mean, I've got LSU flag on one Jeep and all this, like, it's fine, but I'm like, when you go to the dog park, I'm like, this just looks tacky.
Those colors would not go in there.
No, it just looks, yeah, it
Oh,
looks tacky.
well, that's the other thing, how did the colors get past the park?
Let's be honest, and this is why I kind of bring it, because I don't know this to be a maintenance thing, because I'm glad that, hey, could we, $100 for paint, a maintenance guy for a day to just spray these things and make them green like they're supposed to be? Or do we include something like this, because we do need more chairs. And I would say more chair, we have, the benches are fine, I think the benches are fine, but I think we did have another shade area and even made like a secondary seating area, because some people kind of go to the back and like that. Some people people socialize and kind of stay by the rocks. But I know we do need more chairs, and every now and then maybe a smaller park, I think they need more there too.
Yeah, I know we definitely need more seating in the small dog, and again, it is there, we don't have the giant tree canopy, like,
Yeah. No, I think it's a good problem to have. To me, it means more people are coming, because we
Yeah.
have the same chairs that we had when I first started coming, or like the same number. But there are times where you see people standing around, you see older people standing around, it's like, okay, let's, we do need more. While we're at
Some
it,
more chairs.
let's get the khaki green, or khaki orange and blue out of here.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
could add something.
Yes, ma'am.
Just to back up a little bit, a few years ago, when we were talking about this agility thing, I was there. And one of the ideas, because this is insane prices, because this stuff does, I'm sorry, I know a little bit about AKC, this stuff does not look like great quality, it looks maybe okay, all right? But the Orlando Dog Show, which is one of the is in America right now. They have all that agility equipment that is run through that week for 10 days. That will be sold at a very, very decent price, and that's all AKC.
But is it outdoor rated or is it only inside?
Oh, I would say it would probably be.
Yeah.
It might, because they run them inside.
They do, but it's very quality. I mean, it's at least an idea. to-
It's definitely something to check at, to make sure that it would stand up under the heat of the summer sun.
Yeah,
Sue, will you be able to look that up?
I looked it up.
But I mean, could you like look it up and give us just an estimate of what it looked,
Yeah, I could. They used to almost give this stuff away because they wanted to get out of town with it. They
Yeah.
wanted to take it with them. But now what they're doing is they are selling it for 10% discount. But still, I'm still thinking it's gonna be these prices.
No, I don't, yeah, I'm quasi in the construction design. It's a little bit more, like the equipment maybe, if you're getting good stuff with the install, for sure. It's not. But a lot of people, any, especially here, one thing I learned, I hate to say it, especially when I do renos and install operation, is I say Kissimmee, because like I've had people that I've used for years, so like, oh, you need to do my floors, and like, they know it's like $5,000 thing, like.
You pay the celebration tax.
Hey, and so I'm telling you, it's Kissimmee all the time, or just like, it's like, this is for everybody, it's what it is, it's gonna be your price. But that makes, I think the biggest thing is, should we, I don't know, like, I know my dog won't use it, now that being said, I don't know if I speak, like, I definitely don't speak for everyone, but I would ask, I mean, there are some hyperactive dogs, but I think the dogs get more used to like chasing each other, the sand pit's been a huge success.
That's definitely been a big success.
So like, I don't know, I've never really seen like, other than like, to me, it's, let's say it is 17 and that is the price. And if we have plenty of budget, I'd be like, my fear is that we spend it and there's only like 1 or 2 dogs that actually use it type thing. And I'd rather like, hey, can we use that money more constructive for,
Yeah.
to be at the enrichment of the people, even though it's a dog park, I will say like, I'm very pro, go ahead.
Yeah, so
Anthony?
just speaking from my experience, I've in the dogs that I've had in the past, most of the dog parks that I've gone to, or I guess like half and half have had and haven't. The ones that have had it, I've always seen it been used, not necessarily for like agility kind of stuff, but dogs play. And
Yeah.
I've always seen them like playing
I
around the
think that's
toys.
it.
They run up and over and around and.
Yeah, so I've never seen it been wasted, is kind of what I'm saying. Like,
Okay.
yeah, the dogs may not like do the actual agility stuff on it unless you're getting like the really super, I don't know what this equivalent is, but unless you're getting like the super specific kind of toys. I've never seen a dog park with them not actually played with. And I could be wrong, but if you put a toy out there and kind of play with it kind of thing, has been my experience.
I also just like going back to the like what people have asked for, like if we put in thousands of dollars worth of agility equipment before addressing the shade and seating issues, we're gonna have a riot.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. So I'd say what if we trimmed it down? We didn't
Could
have
we
to do-
start with like like a tunnel or like one of the climbing pieces and like start with a single piece?
We could absolutely look at doing it 1 or 2
Yeah.
fun pieces, like the tiny thing.
Yeah.
The tape, like,
But as a construction
Yeah,
guy, if I had you just install one piece here, one piece there, you're gonna jack up the price because it's,
Oh, you're gonna get like the trophies and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, I mean, you get more, you do it all at once, so that you can time it that way.
so,
But I would say just maybe scale it down a little bit, because it's, if we had a $50,000 budget right now, I'd be like, or if we could sell beer to event, I think we can increase our budget, but we can't. And, just be petty.
I don't know how
But-
much beer you can drink.
But I don't, it's this point, it is gonna pretty much, it's gonna wipe the budget, so.
no, it will, whatever we choose is gonna wipe it. So that's why I wanted to discuss with you guys before we start.
It's like this kind of like, that kind of thing in there would be cool in both sides.
If this is like a $4,000 or $5,000 expense, I'd be like, yeah, let's do it.
But I don't know how many dogs are gonna run through the off the ground tunnel, just because I know.
So,
Here's one. What if we,
We're also just talking about it.
this is the discussion, everyone.
yeah, no, I'm just throwing like stuff at a wall here. So my idea would be like, can we get a quote for shade?
Mhm.
Get a quote for more chairs?
What kind of
like,
shape
hey,
do we want? Do we want the sails?
I think like, yeah, you do the zip line and you do like it's like the cheapest option, same stuff they use at the parks and stuff.
So didn't they just put a shade structure in at one of the playgrounds?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
So what are they
you-
install the metal slide?
Yeah, you see it.
Much
Like,
like- I don't have kids, so I don't go to the playground.
Here, this would be my thing, is like, let's price chairs, let's price shade, let's price another item or two that people are like, hey, maybe.
And also find out a price on just doing one or two interesting pieces of equipment. And then we have more data to decide off of too.
I can look into some of this.
Is that bad?
Yes, person.
I think from there, we say, okay, this is what we have, and this is our option for either like a top tier, or even like a lower tier with the
Like,
equipment.
not pick too many little dogs.
Yeah,
Because it's junk.
You got, is it?
They were talking about they were saying, they,
adult lower.
yeah, Hercules, they were, discussing that in the they just put it closer to the ground, but I see what you're saying. All right, so we're looking at quotes for, you call like the zip line, is that what you call it? The zip
Yeah,
line?
it's like zip line,
Sale.
wireless, yeah. It's not a hard structure, it's like the wire rope. We can always take it down if there's a hurricane protocol.
That's,
stuff like
that's the
that.
thing is, whatever shade structure we look into, we definitely want to be able
Yeah.
to pull it down for a pending storm to protect it.
Now, now is this, we're not asking residents to do, it, right? You're talking about,
No, this is what,
This is
yeah,
good.
we have paid some of the maintenance, but essentially, like, basically whatever the hurricane protocols are for town, this would be like.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
To it.
Okay.
Same what I did. for
It's
solar.
the same thing y'all do when you bring in the chairs, when there's a big storm happening.
But my thing would be like, okay, let's take like a big version of the equipment, a little version of the equipment, the sails, the chairs, and then whatever else, the memorial. And say, okay, look, this is what we can throw at a wall, like, let's do all or some of this at once, and I'd be like, okay. And then I would say, let's still leave, I wouldn't wanna wipe the budget, I'd say, let's at least leave 20% for just. Yeah,
But also, again, we've been sitting on this money for,
probably using,
for
from what I
years.
understand, the,
My concern, and
Yeah.
as Danny has said before, if we just let this money sit and we don't,
yeah, you never get used to it.
well, no, they'll take it
They wanna
away
take
from
it.
us and it'll absorb into a budget.
General fund, yeah.
Yeah. And so we worked too hard
So I've heard
to
the
get
budget
as much
here,
as we got.
the rolling account has always been somewhere around 17 grand for like 5 years.
Well, no, we were at 16 for a really long time and in the last 2 to 3 years, we've raised about $1,000. But when we put our mind to it, we can
Yeah.
raise the money.
No, look, I'm all in favor of using it. I don't,
I don't wanna spend
Okay.
it frivolously. I wanna make sure that whatever we use is for the
Yeah.
best benefit of the
I wouldn't
park.
wanna vote on the utility equipment until I talk to more people, because I think, yeah, like, I was like, we get a fee for or a feel for everyone else's feedback.
I would like to explore shade structure in small, an additional shade structure.
I know it's been a long day, I know.
Structure, a small dog park, and then an additional piece in a large dog park where the water fixture is. And then some like chair upgrades, whether it's painting them or swapping them out for eyesores. And adding, do you need additional seating on the small dog side? Do you know?
We could always use a couple extra chairs. It's not like,
Yeah.
we have a bench, I think that nobody sits in and then the chairs and the.
So shade structure for the small and the large, but the large will be over by, we're saying about that. Okay. And then additional chairs. And then see what we could do with 1 or 2 equipment. The only concern about the equipment that I see is now we install the lights, right? And then dogs ran into them. We put the foam around, so that's.
No, it's, I think, yeah, that's one of those things you can't, because it's like a play equipment, but I think
Yeah.
if they're like the photos where they
Yeah.
have the,
Mhm.
no, if you look to the way the photos are, there's like a
There's
different kind of
contrast
rock
going.
or like.
Yeah, there's actually, so there's. like
Bark or
mulch-
whatever.
There's mulch
Yeah.
and stuff
Yeah.
under it.
Yeah.
So it gets them identified as like, hey, this is the play thing.
Okay.
Yeah, if it was just green and you plopped it in the grass, I'd be like, yeah.
Also, dogs can see blue and yellow, so blue equipment, they can see in different.
Oh, not too.
Yeah, but they'll see the
No,
contract.
so that's why like those are blue and orange,
Yeah.
because they can see.
Without having to go to ARC, if ARC said they can't do.
Dude, we have
Yes.
blue and orange chairs.
Well, hold on, we'll see how long that lasts. We shall see.
And all the chairs are something, it's like just a maintenance, like taking, it has been used.
Yeah, I feel, I'm,
Maybe some teenagers over a PPO or something, and they have to get painted anyway, I don't know.
I would
Just-
much rather spend our budget on shade structures
Yeah,
than voting equipment, just because again, I'm just picturing the next forum where we're just like getting the same feedback over and over, that there's not enough shade in the small dog side and.
Well, that's a place where people are to, so. Shade and things that, and.
Do you have any more thoughts, Anthony?
No, I think what
Oh, yeah,
John
he's about
had
to leave.
suggested, getting prices for, I think it was John, but getting prices for shade structure, getting prices for, the agility equipment, and getting prices for, I think he mentioned a third thing, which I'm blanking on. I think having the options in front of us would be great. Because like Katie said, yeah, I think it's been like the last two forums that we've been at that there has been commentary about the shade structures. I don't know where the agility equipment idea first came from. I'm not against it. But I wonder
This
if
has
maybe
been like
the
a
residents'
rolling thing
priorities.
for like a while now.
It's been
Yeah.
a rolling thing for at least 4 or 5 years to give
Yeah,
the
so I
dogs
mean-
other things to
To
do.
do.
Yeah, and I mean,
got
like,
more
if we
hit-
get the quotes for shade structures and it turns out they're just way out of budget and it's just not possible for us to afford it, then yeah, then maybe, playground equipment would be great. But I
Only
think
thing
it's
is, I
nice to
think we
have
do
some
it
more
quickly, too.
information on that.
We
Yeah.
just need to discuss what we have all our options in front of us,
And make
and
some-
then look at it.
Yeah,
And
Yeah, that's what I'm
again,
for.
we're just making a recommendation to the board of here's how we would like to spend our money. Daddy,
can
can we please spend it?
All right, guys, I'm sorry I have to hop off, but thank you all for a great call.
All right.
And,
Thank you, Anthony.
Thanks, Anthony. Have a good one.
thank you, bye.
Okay. So I think we're good on our discussion and we can
Yeah.
go on in our next half an hour.
Oh,
Um,
the one thing I wanted to bring up,
Mhm.
I just remembered, the lights in the dog park, one of the pieces of feedback we got at the forum was that like the lights are not really functioning, and
We're gonna clean the
Yeah.
top.
this is fine, yeah, I want to.
Yes, oh,
That
yeah,
comes under maintenance.
but that's okay. I can,
Whatever that is.
I'm glad you brought that up because it was, what was it? See, it was last closure, last month, maintenance went in when the parks were closed, got in, glad and cleaned it up. So let me know if you still hear about any issues with that, but yeah, they did it once, I think.
And also you have the app to like check to make sure that
Yeah, they
the
will.
lights are at the right power
Yes, ma'am.
and.
The lights are still working. Yeah,
Okay,
Well, that's why we got
so
the lights, I guess.
the
That's
next thing we're gonna talk about is the magazine article discussion. So the reason this is on here is because the magazine has gone to a new format where they give you a topic every month. So they've given me the topic for the month and it's easy enough. Like I wrote November's article was on service dogs. I talked to Rosie, I photographed her owner, I still need to get her owner some pictures. And I wrote the article on that because it's about gratitude and thanks and our service, stuff like that. So that's why I wrote that one. The December article is a look back over the year. So I will put in photos from our big party that we had, and I'll talk about our big renovation. And so that's what so every month they're giving me a different. But that's.
That's easier than.
Yeah, I mean, I have a whole list of things that I can write about. Sue had a whole list of things that she would write. So we have a list, but I have a list of 40 things. Yeah, yeah, I mean, it's not, it's. You can write that about something. It doesn't have to actually be about the park. But, so I don't know what next year's topics are yet. She hasn't given. She's been given on. Fine. So that's good for the discussion on that. Any questions? Talk about the article. know that's deeply.
It's a hard pass for me. I mean, that's it.
I know, it's okay.
Let me sell beer.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I can't.
I cannot sell beer in the dog park.
I wrote one article actually at work. I did a thing for there's like this tiki tubing thing in Louisiana where you like float down a river and drink. You get good team building exercise. No, but I don't really have any problems about the
I just said that I wrote November's article was about service animals, so I interviewed Rosie and took photos of her because she is a resident of the town and is a legit service dog and she's right. And so I always try to do photos that I've taken of celebration dogs and with our. I don't want to use like years before. We started to do that.
that's not good.
No. So, yeah, that's what I put on. And December is again a recap. Dog park update.
So I'm running down. Just my notes. So updates. I'm gonna scribble. Only I could read it. Okay. All right. All right. So the update. One of the things I just spoke about was the lights. So maintenance did go in when we were closed on one of the Mondays and cleaned solar lights on the top because it was suggested that the lights weren't as strong. So that's all set. But if you do hear any more about that, please let me know and we'll go back and check. I do check the lights each week just to make sure there's no updates. Oh yeah, he's next to the door.
Yeah.
Well,
Here's something like someone was like throwing something.
it sounded like it.
I spent 6 hours in here on Saturday taking photos and that clicked every time I walked. It's awesome.
So one of the, well, I got two updates. So the first one is the hydrant misters. So I've contacted the company that we got it from, and our misters, they no longer have, they don't have the parts that we need to repair it. So right now I'm working with maintenance to see if there's something we can do. I know the last meeting I was talking about, maybe we look into our budget, getting new ones, but I think we get new ones, you spend our money on that, and dogs will still mess it up.
Would that come out of the maintenance?
That, well, if it's us, we're asking for it, and we're recommending not to replace it, then it would be us.
Right, but
It'll be-
if we're looking to repair them and they can't repair
That would
them.
be, that would be me. Oh, no, we'll, it won't be our budget to fix it. You talking about that?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that would be amazing. No. Exactly, now if we replace it, we say, no, I want a replacement, that would be,
So we either
you're going,
pick something that are too old to repair. We say, hey, we need something different, and we pick it. The deal is,
oh, yeah.
that's what feels like, I'm like.
But now, this, again, guys, it's just a discussion, we could always say, hey, I vote, replace it.
I mean, I don't know if anyone will use it. I think, that's why I was like, I mean, I know we don't have the.
Have they really ever been used?
I've never seen, I didn't even know they did a mist. I thought someone, they call it Mr. Hydrant,
They use
like
lots of
Mr. But the kiddie pools, which I think just people bring, they're like $10. Those get used all the time. So I'm saying, like, I'd love to have like a legit water feature, but it would have to be along the lines of like a splash area type thing.
And that for sure would be out of our $70,000 budget.
Like a little, even just like a little zero entry.
Maybe in
2 foot pool would
Maybe
be
it's
like.
structure, we can put a misting fan in, like.
Yeah. No, I
Or
don't.
the one right next to us, nothing will go
I
wrong.
think we could do like, if we wanted to add like a midday where we do like slip and slides and stuff like that. It's like a thing, but I know a lot of people, I'm lucky with him, he doesn't really like get in the pool, but I know a lot of people also like, they don't want their dogs to get wet. you know?
My dog doesn't want to get wet. She's like, no water.
But some like, some dogs love it and the parents are like, no, we've got to do whatever type thing, so. Yeah, I mean, I'd say just, I would say just leave it. It's like a more piece, you know, I mean, it's,
Till they rust out.
Well, we're,
yeah.
we'll probably should repaint it, but, yeah,
So that being said, they don't miss. That's,
Well, I'm working on it. Now that we saw we can't fix, we can't get the company to give us the parts, then we'll look into alternative things.
okay.
So just give you guys a heads up, I don't know if you were in the committee. The last director of operations was talking about how we need to, it was because he was hinting that these were going to go bad, and it was hinting of other options. Again, once I get the, like, hey, is this our budget or maintenance budget,
Yes.
then we'll discuss that. But if it's our budget, I'm just gonna see if we can repair what we got and keep it the way it is, like I said. But if this is something you guys want, new ones, then we'll discuss.
What would our options be?
Well, we'll look in alternative mystery, like cheaper ones, but that would be in discussion.
Ballpark side?
Is it both?
I
Both.
By the road.
Yeah, so,
don't think I've ever known the one on the small dog park society.
Never been tried, yeah, I know. I honestly thought it was just like a cute, like, to pour pieces of someone, like, oh, they spray water. That's like it.
No, the thing was.
No,
That Mr. wasn't it?
yeah.
Bad
But,
fan.
no, I'm fine with it. I mean, let's see.
Yeah. so we'll look into it. Hopefully we can figure it out because, yeah, I know a few people did use it. They brought it up in the forum. So we'll see. But good news is the broken gate, that's all the way close to the CDD.
Huh?
The expense was approved, and this Thursday, we have a vendor stopping by.
It's coming Thursday.
Coming Thursday. As long as everything's fine, we would have some. So this will be this Thursday.
And that was
One thing new.
the 16th.
Mhm.
Got two things. One is, can we get the landscapers to rake the rocks? They're like from sticks in the breeze, now it's falling, everything's falling.
There's a lot of random sticks.
Miss Joe lets me hear it like every day and like tonight. She's been right, I won't say, like, if we need to send a gift basket to anyone to start, because she's been raking that every day. She like rakes it.
Yeah. They trim the trees and not.
But, and I mean, it's fall, you know, what's gonna come. The only thing, can we get some sand? I know we talked about it. Like, I think we're gonna start about getting another, because the box that was for the dirt is now, because it doesn't have a
It's
box.
getting low on this, okay.
And so everyone's using it for like towels, and it's pretty neat that all the, you know, the park users, like some people, let's say Mr. Scott, he washes the towels every Sunday, some got some bowls, but right, it's got bowls.
Oh, sand, not for the sand pit.
Yeah, for the sand pit, but another box to keep it in, because the box for,
Just need another box, because they
a
use,
box with sand in it.
because the box that had sand in it, they use for other things.
Yes, but wasn't that for the dirt to fill
Yeah.
the holes, right? But it was sand that we used? or-
Yeah,
Yeah.
So we need,
Before we did
okay,
the sand pit, and then,
sand pit in the box.
so I think that box.
but we need a new box that
We
has
need a
an
new-
actual bottom in it. Because the box doesn't have a bottom in
Yeah,
it.
it's like broken, so if you try to put sand, just kind
Who's
of.
gonna put-
But anyways,
So I gotta go there and take a picture of that, because if I do say the box, I'd be like, don't we have a sandbox? So
Yeah.
I will take a picture of that. So we need a new box that we used to keep the sand in.
yeah, they're like.
The old box there, because they use the old
I think
box.
they're like the waterproof trash box.
What's wrong with putting new box? I'm just gonna put new box.
Yeah, new box, like $100 box and $50 for the sand. So just 5 or 6 sandbags. Then the shelves and stuff. It's just, because I mean, it's been a huge success, I give it that, like, that they use it. But just from running in and out, it's like around the same pits all sand, and it just kind of slowly started
Okay,
to drop down. So I'd say from the day you guys spilled it, it's probably dropped 3 inches. You know, but I mean, it's getting from use, it's a good problem to have. And then, but yeah, just sand in that, and then the raking, and then I didn't have any other like maintenance things. Yeah,
Did they ever do anything with the gates? You know, the main gates, how they would stay open unless they were catching on the sidewalk?
yeah.
yeah,
The
Oh, I-
two center one,
So-
they would like.
No, I think
catch on
it was a thing with the side gates. I think that was been fixed because they were anchored weird. Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
that's what I'm thinking of.
yeah. They redid one of the side gates had fallen and kind of pushed them all down a little bit when they anchored them. But I think they came in because I know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about the ones in the middle in front of Maximus that go into each of the parks. and
Yes.
be like-
But they're better now, but it was like the gates, from what I remember, the gates next to it were causing it to
Okay.
lean, and that was fixed.
Yeah,
I think you were there when I.
yeah, no, I agree. So when I was there with the vendors, I went through each exit except the one that was broken. And everything was fine. So I
Okay.
think we're, unless it happened again, but this was last.
You just double check.
Oh, well, yeah, well, I'm gonna go there tomorrow. I'll go there tomorrow to take a picture of this new box.
Yeah, your free time.
Yeah.
You guys watch.
Yes, ma'am. I do.
Okay. Any other dog park updates?
No, yeah, those are having other road complaints or anything.
I'm gonna tell you, well, there's a place to talk about. If it's a dog park, please let me know, man.
Okay.
Please let me know.
That brings us to code of conduct.
So, all right, everyone here signed it. I just want to make sure. So, oh, please, yeah, wait, did you not?
Did it already?
Oh, I'm gonna check to see.
No, you gave it to me, I didn't have a pen.
No. Oh, you gave, oh, okay. Just sign wherever you can sign.
Profanity is listed on that.
That's why you keep saying it like.
Well, I haven't signed it yet, so.
No, technically.
At this point on.
Technically.
Yeah, no,
As
technically.
somebody who has been counseled in past years.
I just want to know what the T was, like.
Oh, yeah, so what happened?
No, I mean, I don't even know. That's why code of conduct, I was like, okay, we'll have Jerry talk about it, but basically it's. So we just have to watch how we act, as a committee. Like Jill knows, we almost got dissolved, because of certain things that certain committee members were saying and doing in front of the camera, stuff like that. But we just need to. We just need to just watch what we say and do. But there is other things, but yeah, that was,
It does.
So we're not.
so just sign
You do like all the rest of us do, and go, there's no place to sign.
Here.
Sign in a big blank spot.
You decide.
Because for the second year in a row, for anybody who.
I'm gonna show them a
watches
picture. So I got, one of you guys signed it. Let me take.
Doing it right here.
Yeah, that's good, right there. Oh, you got,
Name next to.
just put it right there. You good. Yeah, thank you.
And we've already decided.
So when it came out, I was, yeah, I was like, something had to happen. I was like, where, it's like,
Well,
I think
is there a fight
some of
about
us-
this meeting coming in?
Like, I
Yeah, you
bet.
I didn't see that, but.
Did you see this?
Well,
Yeah, I don't.
so each year we have to sign this and I had everyone sign it. There's just a few that I didn't get. Well, you got it and then
I was gonna say.
I misplaced yours.
No, I.
It's always like companies when something's out there.
Oh.
Like, what the-
No, so
This is not a, hey, you don't have your paperwork. This is a, hey, something happened and you all need to have your P's and Q's reminded.
we just need to just watch what we say and do in the camera and then just how we approach staff and, like I always said, we're here just to try and, help the dog park. I mean, that's what we're trying to do. That's what we're here for. For the record, I have no issues with anybody here. I don't want to ruin it. I do not, this is Danny Mann speaking. I have no issues with anybody here, our past or present. So, no, listen, I am here to listen to complaints, and if you guys have complaints, you can come to me and tell me. I am very thick-skinned,
Here's the
so.
bin in which you can put them.
I will draft the lease.
Okay.
So
Wait,
we're
wait,
good.
wait.
So we're good.
Totally get off.
Yeah.
Off.
Yes, so
Our next meeting is
The fifth.
the
Yeah.
5th.
at Heritage Hall.
Set at 5:30 to 7 in Heritage Hall. Anybody have anything else?
No.
In that case,
It's 7 PM.
yeah, so set up to 5:30 to 7.
You said so.
Oh, that's it. I said 7:30, so we're gonna redo it. All right, so 5:30 to 7 PM.
At
At
Heritage Hall, November 5th.
I'm gonna draft a lease and rent Paul room out, so that way the next meeting.
Any
He was
other,
actually coming with it.
any other questions?
No.
Any other comments, any member comments? In that case, motion to adjourn.
Second.
All righty.
So,
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
wait, here we are.
Hold on a second.
Okay, you missed the part where I took this up and then he gets